God does not require us to understand his will, just obey it, even if it seems unreasonable. Joshua 3:8. Listen to the end to learn how to see things from his point of view so you will be highly motivated to obey him. Are things not going the way you planned? Is it difficult for you to understand what went wrong in your situation or why God isn't blessing you? Sometimes it feels as if God is no longer working in your life because you insisted on doing something your way instead of on his way. Perhaps you placed a condition on God, as we do so often. You only obey him when you think his instructions are logical. What that really means is that you failed to commit to him completely, and that's bound to cause frustration in your life. Are you hesitant to obey God because he commanded you to do something that you're not comfortable with or you think is irrational? If your prayers seem unanswered and the path ahead appears blocked, then it could be that God is waiting for you to take a step of faith that he's commanded. Don't lose hope about your circumstances. Instead, embrace the principle God does not require us to understand his will, just obey it, even if it seems unreasonable. What has God called you to do? Does his instructions seem extreme or confusing? Has he challenged you to do something that you don't feel capable of? It's not your job to understand God's plan, but it's your responsibility to obey him. God sees the beginning, middle, and end of your situation. Therefore, his perspective about what he has called you to do is far more complete than yours. If you could just see things from his point of view, you would be highly motivated to obey him. True obedience means doing what God says, when he says it, how he says it. It should be done until what he says is accomplished, regardless of whether you understand the season or not. Unfortunately, if you disobey him, you will continue to struggle in the same area repeatedly, and you will lose out on his blessings. God's goal is to grow your trust in him, so he will give you assignments that test your heart and nurture your faith. The good news is that when you submit to God, he shows you his faithfulness and empowers you by his Holy Spirit to do something that he calls you to do. Your obedience, even though you don't understand what he is doing, exercise your faith, making it stronger. Take some time to think about what appears illogical about what God has commanded you to do. Why does his direction intimidate you? How can you overcome your feelings of fear or confusion? Remember, your goal isn't to understand God's will. Your goal is to step forward in obedience and faith. So ask him for grace, peace, strength, and wisdom to do whatever God has called you to do. It's important that you spend time in prayer, asking God to draw you into intimate communion with himself and to transform your life so that you can affect the world for the sake of his kingdom. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment for more encouragement. Thank you, and have a blessed day.